So. Alright, Game 7 tonight. Gotta wake up at 2:30 a.m. here for Game 7. It is worth it anyway, so let us digest. First of all, it is a Game 7 and anything can happen, man. This ish are the most unpredictable things in sports, I would say, and both of these teams know by now most of the other teams' moves. There will be just minor adjustments at best, would be my best guess also, and it will all be about execution and will. And when we observe this series, the momentum has of course shifted to the Celtics side, coming back from an 0-3 or something like that, man. Nothing too major.
I'm a fun guy.
And they have been shooting the ball better, playing incredibly well defensively. Their defense has just picked up the pace so much since they have gone down, and the coverage in the pick and roll has been great. They are sending double teams much better, and their paint defense has been phenomenal in these last 3 games. They have also done a great job slowing down Jimmy Butler, whether it has been pretty much anybody who has been on him, since they are still switching, but there has been some pre-switching due to foul trouble, especially with Jaylen Brown in Game 6, and that was one of the bigger adjustments in Game 6, but we are talking about Game 7. I just wanted to point it out there because it was cool to watch. Shout out to the guy who did the video. I'll leave the link in the bio if you want to see. Jimmy Butler has been slowed down. The size of the Celtics is giving him problems, and he has not been able to consistently hit his jump shot, get into the paint. It's just not been there for him this series, and a lot of credit has to go to the Celtics defense because, like I said, they have been defending just absolutely phenomenally these last 3 games. Playing much harder, executing the double teams better, taking better angles, double teaming at the right spots, meeting the Heat players at their favorite spots, and taking away some of these spots even. The Celtics have been using their size, like I said, just incredibly much better, even on offense, going into the post, and in this Game 6 it was prominent in the first half, and Jason Tatum was owning Jimmy Butler, and he loves the matchup, it feels like. He is not afraid of Jimmy and he loves the matchup with Jimmy on him, it appears. So all of these signs kind of point to the Celtics. Then you get the pressure part, where I'm not sure if the pressure is that much more on Miami. Of course, coming down, of course, being the first NBA team ever to blow this lead would be insane. But the Celtics are at home, are now somewhat the favorites, have been favorites by those ESPN analytics the whole series. ESPN analytics, yeah. But in my opinion, the pressure has to be split pretty much. 51-49 to Miami, in a way. Boston is back at home, man. They are the 4th team ever to force a Game 7 from this deficit, and first team to play at home this Game 7. And I'm pretty sure all of the fans will expect history, which as much momentum as you have, hey, it's still history, and that is the reason why it has never been done before. While Miami, of course, has somewhat a little more pressure because it would be the first team ever to blow this lead. But when you think about it, they have still been the underdogs this whole playoff run, this whole season in a way, and they'll feel like the underdogs even when they are up 3-0, I suppose. So I would say the pressure is slightly more on Miami, but I am not sure if it's as lopsided as we would like to be, as we would think it would be. But despite this unexpected run from Miami, of course, blowing this lead would leave you feeling like they underachieved despite everything, considering the context of this season. And I mean, there is literally one team in those major American sports that knows the hurt of blowing a 3-0 lead, and it's the Yankees. It's important to remember sports are great. They can be your biggest passion in life, but make sure you take care of yourself and, put yourself first over this. It will hurt, it's okay. It will hurt if it happens, it's alright. Hey, we all hurt by a lot of things, but make sure to remember that you are the most important thing, and these results do not define you. The players will be fine in it of themselves. You could see it in how the Heat have been talking. The players need to have that mindset that it's not, do or die, or in the matter of life or death, because if you had that, you would go crazy, and we as fans can go much easier like this because we do not play it. But just take care of yourselves, everyone. All right. I hope you don't mind my motivational mental health, or however you want to call them, talks from time to time. But I just want to make sure we are all doing as good as possible. And that's what it's all about in the end in life. And to give my prediction, all the game plan and game stuff points to the Celtics. The momentum points to the Celtics. My logical side tells me it will be the Celtics. And even though I like the coaching on Miami more, obviously, but gotta give props to Joe Mazzulla. He has been calling those timeouts much quicker, and then there is only so much a coach can do when the other team is just executing better and has more talent. I'm gonna give you a definite prediction because I'm not afraid to be wrong anymore, but my initial gut tells me that it will either be a Celtics blowout or a Miami close win. But also, I'm scared of Jason Tatum in these games. He is a monster. He only lost to LeBron in Game 7, which is crazy. But despite all my logic pointing to Boston, I think Miami gets it done in Boston, man. I don't know, man. I just have this feeling that it is not meant to be for Boston. And it might be a little bit of bias there because I want to see Miami do it. I don't know, it just feels more fitting that Boston comes back from this lead and then doesn't win Game 7 at home. We will see tonight, man. I can't wait. I'll be here to make a video about it. And let me know your thoughts on Game 7, who you got and why. And love and peace.